Federal Executive Council has approved 6 transaction parties to advise the federal government on the issuance of $2.78 billion Euro bonds and other securities in the international capital markets. The transaction parties, according to the Minister of Finance, Zainab Ahmed, are expected to advise the Nigerian government on the structure and timing, as well as documentation for the issuance of the Eurobonds and other securities. Thus, the minister convened at the end of the Federal Executive Meeting, which was presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari. State House correspondent Ayobami Bashe tells us more.
It will be recalled that the 2018 Appropriation Act, which was approved in June 2018, includes the provision of 849.673 billion for the new external borrowing to part finance the deficit in the budget. Minister of Finance Zainab Ahmed said the approval is part of government's commitment to the implementation of the 2018 Appropriation Act. She added that consistent with government's policy on development of infrastructure, the proceeds of the Eurobond issuance will be deployed to fund critical capital projects in the 2018 Appropriation Act.
In addition to the approval for the issuance of the Eurobond, we also got an approval today for a loan provided for the Livelihood Improvement Family Enterprise Project in the Niger Delta, the project we call Live ND, in the sum of $60 million. The loan will be a combination of loan and grant, so it's a blended facility. The project will be implemented in the Niger Delta states of Abia, Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Cross River, Delta, Edo, Imo, Ondo, and River states. Agriculture and Rural Development is the lead implementing agency, while NDDC will be the lead implementing agency.
In funding critical projects across the country, Minister of Agriculture Audouobi said the LIFE program is aimed at trying to take agricultural industrialization to rural areas in the hands of young people and women mainly. He said the federal government is worried about the number of youth who are migrating through the desert to seek economic emancipation. He says the aim is to make economic activities greater in the villages, emphasizing that no state will be left out.
We have to take life to the village by trying to move in machinery to process and add value to agricultural raw materials. We've started with rice mills. We are going to continue with oil mills, whether they are palm or groundnut, ginger processing, cassava processing, banana production, all kinds of things like that to make economic activity much greater in the villages. This loan has come to support part of it in the Niger Delta. The rest of it is in our budget, so we shall be acting in all the states of the Federation simultaneously.
The Federal Executive Council also approved a white paper draft to address contentious issues that has bedeviled the public sector over time. The draft, according to the Minister of Labour and Employment, Chris Ngige, is to sanitize the system, protect workers, and promote productivity. The Labour Minister said the decision to initiate the policies was sequel to the recommendation of a technical committee inaugurated by Council in 2016, with its report submitted to FEC relating to industrial relation matters, trade unionism, and industrial disputes. He explained that it has to do with the Enforcement of Trade Disputes Act law of the Federation in line with international best practices.
Of problems and conflict areas. So over time, government has set up various committees, brought out establishment circulars, brought out circulars from the various government agencies, all in a bid to stem the tide of industrial disputes. So this technical committee, which was inaugurated on 27th of April 2016, did their work and submitted to the Federal Executive Council in October 2017. The Federal Executive Council, in turn, empaneled a committee of 10, which I chaired, to do a government draft white paper on those contentious areas that the technical committee had looked at.
From the Presidential Villa, Abuja, Ayobami Bashe, reporting for Core TV News.